When I moved into my new apartment, the previous tenant left a notebook of warnings hidden in the closet. The notebook was bound in black leather, worn soft at the corners. When I opened it, the first page contained a single sentence in red ink. If you're reading this, I'm already gone, and they're watching you now. I'd found it wedged behind the built-in shelving unit, pressed flat against the wall, hidden in a hurry. The handwriting was frantic, slanting downward on each line, like the writer had been racing against something. I stood there in my empty apartment, cardboard boxes everywhere, the smell of fresh paint the landlord promised would fade. I read those words 3 times. My hands started shaking. Outside my window, the October evening had turned the sky bruised purple. Somewhere in the building, a door slammed hard enough to rattle the walls. The listing for Unit 4B appeared like a miracle. $800 below market rate. 1 bedroom in the Eastwick district. The property manager, Gloria Vance, spoke in clipped sentences. Said I'd need to decide quickly. Significant interest. The building was a 6-story brick structure, wedged between a dry cleaner and a Vietnamese restaurant. Forgettable from outside. Marble floors inside, brass mailboxes, an ancient elevator with an accordion gate that groaned. I signed the lease on October 3rd. Didn't ask many questions. Handed over first and last month's rent. Gloria's handshake had a strange hesitation I didn't understand then. The first week passed without incident I was willing to acknowledge. I unpacked, arranged furniture, tried to ignore small details that didn't add up. The previous tenant left a single photograph taped inside the medicine cabinet. A Polaroid. A young woman with dark hair, standing in what appeared to be this very apartment, her expression unreadable. I found scratch marks on the inside of the closet door. They looked like fingernails. The lock on my front door was a heavy-duty deadbolt, far more serious than other units. 3 separate chain locks installed at different heights. I told myself the previous tenant had been paranoid, single woman living alone, understandably cautious. I told myself the sounds at night were neighbors, footsteps in the hallway that paused outside my door. My upstairs neighbor never seemed to leave his apartment. I could hear him pacing at all hours. I found the notebook on my 8th night, a Sunday. I was organizing my closet when I discovered the loose panel. It came away easily, a space between the wall and shelving, just large enough to hide something. The leather was real, expensive. Inside, the pages were filled with dense handwriting, blue and black ink, occasionally red for emphasis, organized like a manual, like instructions for surviving something. The first section was titled The Building, a floor-by-floor breakdown of every unit, every tenant. Unit 2, A, normal, safe. Korean couple, late 60s, keep to themselves. Unit 3, C, do not engage, watches through peephole. Has been here since 1987. Not possible, but true. Unit 5, B, simply said, empty. Has been empty for 11 years. Do not investigate the sounds. The author identified herself as Mira Okonkwo. She'd lived in Unit 4B for 14 months before whatever made her leave. Her writing was precise, almost clinical. She'd been a research assistant at the university's psychology department. The rules filled nearly 40 pages, organized by category. Rules for the hallways, rules for the elevator, rules for the laundry room, rules for the hours between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. when the building belonged to something else. I sat on my closet floor reading until my legs went numb. When I emerged, it was past midnight. My apartment felt different, like the walls had shifted while I wasn't looking. I made myself a drink, something strong, sat at my kitchen table with the notebook open. The hallway rules made my skin crawl. Never walk past Unit 3C's door after 10 p.m. without making noise. The occupant needed to know you were human, not the other thing that uses the hallways at night. Never use the stairwell between 3rd and 4th floors after dark. If you hear footsteps behind you but turn to find no one, do not run. Walk calmly to the nearest door and knock. Someone will answer. They always answer because they know. Never make eye contact with your own reflection in the hallway mirrors. Sometimes the reflection is delayed by several seconds. If you notice the delay, it notices you. I looked up from the notebook, the photograph in the medicine cabinet, the dark-haired woman. That might be Mira herself. That's when I heard footsteps stop outside my door. Full story is linked below or on my channel.